this is optibotimus coming in with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the 5th figure from the new Hercules set from TFC Toys, that being Madblender. Now as you can see, Madblender has this really cool artwork on here. I love the detail on this. Absolutely fantastic design, really cool looking. Flip around here on the side and you see other variations of it. You see the chest piece, you see his actual cement mixer, I guess, kind of broken up in different weapons, I suppose. Then you have the leg form of Madblender. Flip around here on the back, it says collect all 6 members to create the mighty Hercules. And then transform! That's what that says. That's what that says right there. You see robot mode, the regular vehicle mode, leg mode. You can check them out at facebook.com/tfc-toys or Weebuwaba, whatever, /TFC Toys. Really cool. Manufactured in China. Really cool picture right there. I love that. I just think that's absolutely awesome looking. Very cool. Now, one thing I've actually never noticed before, this is actually in the shape of a hammer. That's kind of neat. Like I said, never noticed that before, and that's the same thing right down there. Choking hazard, so there's small parts, and I'm glad that I read that because, like I said, but in another video, I remember saying this, that I'm glad they tell me that because every now and then I like putting these things in my mouth, and I don't want to choke on them. So that would definitely be a bad thing to do. Now, obviously, this is not Mixmaster, but it's TFC Toys' interpretation of Mixmaster himself. So there he is. Let's actually get him open, though, because I'm really kind of curious to see how this figure is going to turn out. And let's see if it lives up to being a cool-looking figure. All right, guys, so here we have Madblender open up and out of its packaging. And, you know, honestly, these last 2 figures, Madblender and Neckbreaker, at least for me, are probably the weakest figures out of all of them. Now, in terms of vehicle mode, I really think Madblender does a really nice job. I mean, he's a cement mixer. I mean, you really can't go too terribly wrong with this. Robot mode, though, I think they really kind of get away from the sort of accuracy, I guess, that a lot of the previous figures kind of maintain still. This one has a lot more liberties taking, especially with the cement mixer part itself. It splits apart into this weapon that I'm really not a very big fan of, but we'll get into that more later on. Now, obviously, like I said, he's a cement mixer, so there's not a heck of a lot that you can really do wrong with this. This little bit rotates, which is very nice. I don't like, this is very loose, so it's like you have to be very kind of careful when you're positioning it because you can maybe accidentally do it like that or maybe make it too low and then it scrapes. I mean, it requires a little bit of precision when you're putting it down there. I mean, it really isn't that complicated, but it just doesn't. And then the wheels, as you can see, when you don't get it right, don't kind of line up. But now it's pointing down a little bit too much. I mean, that's about right. And okay, now the wheels are going. How's this side? That side's looking okay. Now he does come with weapons, obviously. He's got his 2 little cannons. This is actually what's going to be the main part in forming Hercules' giant gun. Now you can take these little bits off and you can have them just hold it like this. Or they actually have the instructions kind of showing you holding like this, where this is his gun, and I'll show that more later on. But again, you get the red and the purple, which, whatever with the red one. I mean, whatever. It's an extra gun that I'm really probably never going to use. I like the purple version. This is kind of ugly, if you ask me. And then he also comes with the chest piece, the center chest piece for Hercules itself, and you can see all the pegs here in the back. But again, when we get to the actual Hercules video, I'll show all this and I'll show you how to combine everything. And one thing that's actually kind of interesting, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, there's actually no instructions that they give you in forming Hercules' gun. Now, they are online and things of that nature, and I'll show you how to do that, but I just find that weird that they don't bother to actually include that with any instructions for the figures. And really, that's kind of something that bugs me. They should include that in the instructions. Now, granted, like I showed you in the original portion of this video in the beginning, this is the original release of these. They've subsequently been re-released with different packaging. I'm not sure if the instructions are different and if those instructions have the instructions on how to create his gun, but based on the version I have, no guns included. The instructions for it. Now, he does come with the card just like all the other ones. You can see a nice artistic drawing here. You got the specs and everything here on the back. And obviously, here's his instructions, which very simplistic. None of these Hercules figures are really all that complex in their transformation. And then flip around here on the back, and you can see how to form the leg, specifically the left leg for Hercules. So really kind of cool. And then here's the instructions on the gun. That's really kind of a pain in the butt, and I'll get to that here in a little bit, but there you have that. Now for the transformation, what you want to do, going to take this section here, and you're going to accordion this all the way out. As you can see, they bend here. They just, I did that actually kind of fast. I mean, they're kind of accordioned in. You kind of lift them up, fold them out, straighten them all the way out, and the legs are actually a little bit complex. There's a lot of twisting with them, but here you have the legs. Then come around here, flip this section down. You're going to create the front of his foot, just like so. Take this, fold these back, and these are kind of like his heel spurs. And then keeping them like this, you have to rotate this all the way around. And again, I always get these confused. Okay, separate this just like that. Rotate that, rotate that. We'll just do it like that. I don't even know if that's what the way the instructions tell you to do it, but that's how I'm gonna do it. It gets it in the proper formation. Come around here to this section here, and then take these, untab these, angle these out to the side, just like so. Now come around near the back. You can lift this up. You can take this off if you really want. I'm just gonna set it out to the side. Untab this, it kind of pegs inside here. You got two little holes right here that peg in there, so you have to wiggle it a little bit. Fold this down, and you're going to fold this down. Well, sorry, take these wheels, fold these back, fold that down, rotate that, rotate that, rotate that. A lot of rotating. Down, rotate that, fold that down, rotate that. Then come around here to the bottom, and I don't have fingernails, so how am I gonna do this? Somebody actually made a joke that I actually had my wife do it. I didn't have my wife do it. So, ow, ow, God, that sucks. What I actually do is get a pair of tweezers and pull it out. Just, come on, and just, I cheat. There we go, just pull it out like so, and then straighten these out. Just like so. Now you can angle these down. Now the instructions actually tell you to leave them up like that, but again, we'll get to that here in a second. This whole section here, then squeeze that in, and then you gotta pull the head out, just like so. I'll fold that a little bit back, and you got the waist swivel, which is actually kind of fun. I do kind of like that. It gives some nice articulation going on. Then straighten it out just like so. Now, like I said, the actual instructions show you, I believe, to leave them up like this. I don't like the way that looks. Like I said, I really do like kind of the G1 accurate look, kind of. So leaving them up like this kind of looks weird to me. I'm not a big fan of it. And like I said, just leave these wheels here in the back. I actually keep them down like so. It kind of makes his arms look a little bit bulkier and such. And I don't know. I mean, maybe that'll grow on me. I really don't like it. And then you come around to this piece, and really, they basically tell you to use this as a weapon and to help actually armor them. But honestly, I don't even know how to separate this. I've never separated this before, so I have no idea what the heck I'm doing with this. It's like you have to pull it up and then pull it out, and I don't know. And I don't know if, am I breaking something? I might be. You guys might be witnessing me breaking. No, that kind of looks like it's loosening it up or something. It's such a, oh wait, what the hell? Oh, jeez. Oops. Okay. Well, I didn't break anything, but, okay, so this all separates into, like I said, I really dislike. There we go. All right, there you go. I guess that's not too bad. And it all separates into these parts. And it's a gigantic mess. And basically, like, this is a huge gun, which honestly, I don't even know how he holds it. Seriously? Okay. He holds it by this peg right here. So it's a big old sniper rifle. Now, I mean, I don't mind that. That's okay. I mean, that's kind of cool. and you can see it really does kind of have like this barrel look, which that comes off. So I mean, that's not bad, I guess. But then they tell you to take all these parts, and then they tell you to armor him in stuff. So it's like that doesn't even fit in there very good. So does that one fit in there? All right, that one fits in there, I guess. Let's see. That's this side. And then it tells you to like put some down here. God, that one. Yeah, these don't. They don't seem to fit in there very well. And I'm doing what the instructions told me to do, guys. They tell me to put them in there. I don't like it. I don't like that. I'm not even gonna put those in there. So I don't like it. And, you know, I mean, it looks okay, but it doesn't look like Mixmaster, and that annoys me. So I'm not even going to bother using this. I'm going to put this together. There we go. It's all sorts of poopy. So what I actually do is I take this and I kind of jam it up inside there, and sometimes it sticks, and there we go. I usually do it just like that. It kind of pushes that down. I'll take this, I'll plug that in right there, and you couldn't see it, but like that. And that's actually how I prefer to keep this guy. Now you could actually, I wonder if I could do this. Yeah, you could actually do that too. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, we'll do it like that. I mean, that looks really kind of goofy. I mean, it doesn't really give me a Mixmaster feel, but it's a little bit better, I guess. And yeah, I'm not digging these. So, I mean, like I said, this guy is the beginning of the figures that I don't care for too much. And it really kind of sucks. So now you have this, and like I said, they tell you to take these guns, and he's supposed to hold it like this with this flailed out on the side. Again, I think that looks dumb. So I just have him hold it like this, and then I take this bit right here and I just peg it right in on the side there. So I mean, I think this incarnation of him looks a lot better, but you guys know me. I have to show you how it can really look with a little extra love and a few stickers from repro labels. You can use this big giant purple one to hide what's behind it, or you can make your figure go from kind of looking drab and just lacking a lot of detail. As you can see, these stickers add a lot. You can make it go from looking like that to looking like that. And as you can see, there is a lot of details that are added to this that it just absolutely enhances the appearance of the guy. Now I'm gonna try and straighten things out. Now this set kind of was one of those, I don't want to say controversial sets, but as you can see, there's some nice added detail on here. You get some, I mean, obviously these parts right here just scream for stickers. And it just looks awesome there. Zooming in a little bit, you can see some beautiful detail added right throughout the chest, the abdomen area, right down here. You got some nice kind of chrome bits added right inside here. Obviously, you got some kind of chrome bits added in here that these bits right over here lack. Nothing really going on for the legs, but the biggest, again, controversy would probably be this bit. And actually, I have that showing off wrong. It's not as matching. Now you have the, you have the purple bit here on the drum, which, like I said, some people are gonna like it, some people aren't. It really is just kind of a matter of personal preference. Now I actually myself, I do like it. Even though that there's this green strip around here, it doesn't bug me that much. It kind of keeps in the flavor, I guess, of, the green being throughout the body and not having a huge amount of purple. The purple is always kind of like the secondary color. So having the green in there still kind of gives that element that purple's not the primary color on this guy. And then you can see nice Decepticon logo there. Actually, there's two of them. You got one here and you got one here. Now we're going to show off the stickers here a little bit more, but really in terms of the robot mode, that's really all you basically have. Now he looks good. Like I said, I mean, this looks a little bit better when you leave this on the back. It's got a much more kind of G1 feel for me, but it's not included in the instructions to actually make it look like that, so what are you gonna do? But down to transform them. If you have this in here, you're going to have to remove it. So go ahead and pull that out just like so, and then just loosen that up just like that. Kind of let it just flop here in the back. Come around here to the head, take that, tuck that down, and then you're doing a lot of rotating here. So fold these bits down, let your little cement mixture roll away from you if you need to. Rotate these around like so. You want the wheels to be kind of facing out like so. Bring these up, and again, this is actually pretty bad of me. So I'm terrible at transforming this guy. I really, truly am. So rotate that around and then keep that out just like so. Like I said, I really am bad at transforming this guy. Oops, not supposed to pull that out. Just because there's a lot of twisting and turning in Stitch, and it really is a cumbersome mess. So get it kind of looking like that. We'll just do it like that. So when you have it like that, though, you put these little pegs right down here, then just rotate this down, and then you're going to be able to latch this in right up underneath, just like so. Lock that into place, and then you can rotate these out, and these will also latch into place if you have it done properly. There we go. No, and I didn't rotate this one around, or did I? And it just didn't work. Here, hold on. There we go. And then, like I said, squeeze that all in there so it's nice and secure. Then you can fold this back. You can take this section here and plug that inside there. And then, actually, that's not in the right spot either. God, see, yeah, I suck at this. That goes down there, and then you can bring this down and angle this up inside. And again, this actually has a proper way to be so that when you latch that in, that still rotates. That doesn't rotate, so that's the wrong way. So rotate that around. There is actually a proper way to do that because of the leg gimmick, and we'll worry about that later. Now this bit right here, like I said, is a pain in the butt. Fold these up just like so. Fold that down just like so, and then you're going to start seeing some extra stickers right inside there. And then, all right, so now you have it like so. Take these lower sections, you're gonna rotate these around. There we go. Look, I'm actually maybe figuring it out. Maybe. And then fold this. No, well, oh wait. Rotate that? Yeah. Something like that. And then peg it together. Angle this all back. And like I said, this all just kind of accordions in on itself. And then you have it like so. And rotate that little bit around maybe. Line that up. And again, I don't know why I don't have that right. Here we go. Okay, so when you're doing this, these little groove things here have to be facing the front. God, I'm terrible. And then peg that in, and then that'll rotate nicely. But here you have Madblender back in his vehicle mode, and here you can see some more of the actual sticker details. You got like the warning stickers right back here that are added on, that are on both sides. You also got headlights and then a front kind of grill going across, and then purple stickers here, which replace the black paint, and then you got little what we'll call these little floodlight things right down there. So very, very cool looking, and just adds so much more detail to it. Now really when it comes down to it, if, like I said previously, if you're getting the other Hercules figures, you're gonna get this guy. I just really kind of feel that this one is not as good as the previous four. To me, it almost feels like they kind of were like running out of time. This guy actually rotates around very well, just because you got a lot of center of gravity kind of right inside here, and he spins very nicely. But it just, like I said, it almost feels like this guy and Netbreaker as well were a little bit more rushed than the other ones, and just not as well engineered as the previous versions of the Hercules limbs that we got before. But that being said, people are going to get this guy no matter what, especially if they are getting Hercules. And while this isn't my favorite, in my opinion, it's not the worst out of the remaining two figures. So in terms of a recommendation, it's really hard for me to either recommend this or not recommend this, because like I said, you're either getting Hercules or you're not getting Hercules. You're not buying this guy individually. If you were buying this guy just because you were a huge Mixmaster fan and you didn't care about the other not Constructicons, I have no idea why I did this for not. But if you're not getting those other ones, this guy I would probably honestly pass on. Unless you are a ridiculously huge Mixmaster fan, as I said. It's just, it's underwhelming to me, I guess. Bit of a letdown compared to the others. So, I hope that helped you guys. But that's all I can really think of saying. Kind of rambled on here for long enough. So, until next time, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. I'll talk to you later.